welcome, trolls. Bruce sees all.
Outside, started filming, no tripod. I'm gonna lean against something. There's a UFO in the sky. I'm recording this live as it's happening. It takes 1 second to prove that these objects are not UFOs and not planes. Watch it, hover, no strobes. The end. Not very high either. Over those buildings that I've always shown you the UFOs. So look, you see how long it's hovering? You do know that just this confirmed it wasn't a satellite, right? See it hovering? Try not to move here. Boy, I wish I had the tripod. Look at it, guys. How it's not moving very much. Maybe flash for me. If I run in and get the tripod, I'll miss it. It's hovering there, boys and girls. Let's see that. There it is. Freehand, guys. So endure. You see that? No flashing strobes or anything on it. Oh, it's going to go up now. Bobbing up and down. Behind the tree. Very low there, by the way, guys. Okay? The buildings I always showed you. And look right here. Is that object. I'm going to get the tripod, guys. I'm going to keep recording. And I missed it. But here's a small aircraft, helicopter or plane that you can clearly see flashing. 1,700 documented UFOs, but the one I just showed you, I saw with the naked eye. Infrared camera. A lot of variety in this video. We'll be headed to the moon after this. As of January, guys, 2019, there's a lot more now. More than 128 million pieces of debris that are smaller than 1 centimeter are floating around over our heads. Also, 900,000 approximately pieces of debris from 1 to 11 centimeters. And around 34,000 of pieces larger than 10 centimeters. And when they say larger than 10 centimeters, probably some that are asteroid or planet sized. All estimated to be in orbit, and they're smashing into each other, breaking up into smaller fragments and causing more pieces. Well, we're coming to the end of a year, and if you've ever wanted to see the black triangle, look at it, an isosceles triangle actually flying sideways at extremely high rates of speed. I'll show you the almost real speed. I had to slow it down a couple of hundreds of times just for you to be able to see the spot going by. Here, never clarified it this way or even showed it this way. That's going by the sun in the middle of the afternoon, at exactly 1 in the afternoon, or even 12, between 12 and 1. There it is, the isosceles triangle. So what do I put in this title? You know, there's lots of stuff, you know, UFO in the sky, or, object going by the sun on fire. This one, I never did any more research than just showing this object going by. Some of you have perceived and noticed that the object is turning, because it really is. You can see a tail of smoke, and this object, whatever it may be, is on fire. We're going to try to get in as close as we can, as clear as we can, so that you can see this object going by. When's the last time you've filmed an object going by the sun on fire? Sure, it can be between Earth and the sun, but it's still pretty impressive taking a look at this as it's going by. And there it is. See the smoke and fire more intense as it's going by? Watch. This object is going to turn around. Hang on here. Exposure up, so we can see it. Slow down here and zoom in a little bit more. We can only get in so much. But it's still an incredible thing. There's the fire. There's the object blaring up. It's probably on the verge of exploding, or it already did. And, you want to talk about wars out there? And this black triangle, never got any hype about it. For me, it was something exceptional. Everyone asked me, have you seen the black triangle? Yes, there it is. Sometimes I see things that people get really mad at, like this object casting a shadow on the sun. People don't understand how I see the shadow. Well, I'm using a polar lens and I'm adjusting the exposure, bringing it down to see that. If not, you don't see what's going by the sun. Do you get it that the light is what's hiding everything? You know, people will look at this and not be impressed. Well, look, the object on the other side following it, the shadow, the reflection of it, the object itself, an asteroid going by the sun that's actually close enough to the sun to cast a shadow over it. People don't understand how I'm showing the shadows. Trust me, it's a large object going by the sun. Every day objects are going by the sun. We just don't always have the weather that's permitting us to be able to see these things properly. Now this one created not much hype. It's a black triangle flying by the sun. This is slowed down thousands of times. If not, you just see a literal flash. Watch it going by, and it was going by upwards like that as I was looking at the sun. I saw it go by right in my lens. I said, boom, there it is. Beautiful shot of a real triangle going by the bloody sun in the afternoon. This was last year. This wasn't 100,000 years ago. These are a lot more recent than, NASA's images that everybody looks at. Guys, how about a change on the lunar surface? Sometimes I stick in these things and hide them, like in the videos, because I'm not able to get the information out. So that's as close as we'll ever get. I mean, if I get any closer, I'd be driving it. So we're not going to get any more zooming in on that. But still, you can clearly see it. Slow it down. Look with the lens. It's a real triangle. How many people had the chance to see that? Sunspots leading up to 25 are going to be so bad. I also filmed the sun here, so be watching that. Sometimes we see things whizzing by the sun. The object was traveling next to the speed of light. So much to show the world. Let's see something exciting. I showed this very recently. This is footage in 218 on the left, footage in 2022 on the right. There are two supposed called craters that have changes in them. Construction, right? With Jean-Claude, I was talking about Linné crater. He was talking about Linné crater with Cliff High. That there's changes of the perception of the surface throughout the year. Well, look at this, left and right. On the right, there's an extra wall built on the crater in 2022. They built on the moon. So I don't know which is more exciting in this video, the black triangle, the UFO at the beginning of the video, or the surface change, but this is variation. Now, let's look at it properly. I'm going to get the arrow up, explain to you. If you don't have a big screen, you're not seeing this. I'm sorry there. Get yourself a magnifying lens, something it's easy to see. All right. On the left, we see a change with on the right. So there's something missing. In 218, there's not as much as you see on the right. And the bottom craters on the right, there's more light around it. It's completely different. Talk about a difference in perception. So 218, 222. Change here from compared to now. So in 2022, it's changed. Walls missing here that are added here. You could see a difference in these two craters and these two. Inside Mare Serenatatis, there's a smog. You can see around Linné, JC on the bottom, that bright spot. You can see that there's a smoke billowing around. So we're coming up to it. See the wall here? One. If you don't have a big TV, you're not going to see it. That's sorry. The wall's missing here. It's completely off. It's dim. And here it's bright, right there. See the walls? These two are the same over here, but this one's missing. So this wall is missing from this side. So that means 218, they built a wall here. In 2022, a whole other section is built. We're in Mare Serenatatis. There's no two ways about it. We're going to see that again. as we're going by. Here's that crater coming into view. There's that extra wall they built. And let's see the year in 218. As the crater's coming up, there's the wall missing. Absolutely missing. There's a change with the bottom crater also. Here, the circle around it is all taken off here. Only one side of the circle here shining. This is Linné crater, right there on both sides. And this is an area that 100 years ago, they said that the area was hard to see. So this whole area, these areas, Mare Serenatatis, Bessel crater here, all the way over to the west side of it, has a change in the perception of the surface. This has been mentioned 100 years ago. Linné crater, with Cliff High was talking about it with Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic about the changes in the surface there. So I'm proving this right here. Built construction. The wall's not here, and the wall is here in 2022. It's visible, clear enough. There's more smoke in the center here in 2022 as compared to here. And the circle change in the bottom crater right there, half of it's missing right there, and it's expanding in the center. This should be a lot of hype. People that are going to take the time to do the research. You're going to enjoy this, guys. Let's bring the exposure down. We're looking at, it's 19, 20, 21, it's 4 years difference in this footage. Same exact angle of the moon, and we see the changes. So are they talking about a change in the perception to hide the fact that that's where they're building? Bereshit crash landed right at the top of the Mare. So these craters are, a couple of hundreds of kilometers away from the Bereshit crash. Incredible. There's the wall that's built. It's not a perception problem. They're full of shit. This is a built crater they're building on the moon, and both craters are different. The bottom crater, as you'll see, see the wall's missing there in 218. It took them 4 years to build it, obviously. It's many miles long. What are they hiding in it? What is it? Here we can see the light on the left, and in 2022, the light on the right, and the center is expanding and growing. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos. There's Linné crater, the brightness, and Bereshit crash landed not far from that. He's missing on this video, but Paul Sabo and Pat Crossar, thanks for gifting out the memberships to help this channel grow. Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. Really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon.